Although you are born, some would say as an entrepreneur, you have this special gene. I say entrepreneurship can be taught. What I cannot teach you is motivation, is energy. I cannot, okay? But I can teach you to become an entrepreneur. Check all universities and academies in Israel. They all have entrepreneurship studies. Check yours. Your industry is as good as your academies, period. This is something you cannot doubt in any way. So it would start with education. We started educating for entrepreneurship in the age of, I would say, 15. My youngest, which is 6, when she sees something new, she doesn't say, Dad, this is new. She says, Dad, that's a startup. That's a kind of a language already in Israel. This is what we're born into. You can do the same. I'm saying do not plow a new field, come and learn from the best. And modestly saying, yes, we are the best in that, and numbers show. For us Israelis, raising funds is not an issue. We do it very well. We're, I think, one of the leading funded countries in the world just because of innovation, just because of technology, just because of ingenuity. Our problem is the market. We have a very small market. Why? Israel. You don't have to tell more. A third of the world boycotts us just for waking up in the morning. It's an issue with us. India is an enormous market. You can work with everyone. You're the biggest hub ever. Ask Americans. Most of their software comes from India. Okay, so they're relying on you in a way. But you became too much of a service country than a developing, than an entrepreneurship country. This is something you need to change. This is something you need to harness, okay? And take ingenuity a step forward. How is it that such a small country, you know, Israel is like 8 million. That's half of the population of Chennai. How are they such leaders? How is their government giving almost 5% of their GDP into the ecosystem? How is that done? What do they understand and know that we don't? So I'm saying we understand a lot and we know a lot, but it starts with the people. No robots. Robots cannot take over, right? So it starts with people. I can tell you I have now lots of friends here in India, and I can tell you that I see a very different mentality. On the one side, there is a huge mammoth called India, and here is a small mosquito called Israel. The main difference is, of course, size, but also speed. This moves slow, but once it moves, it's very difficult to stop. This one is hectic. He's all over. The combination of the two, if possible, and I see it's possible because we have so much in common and we do so many deals. My experience before meeting Sangeeta was not that good with the speed of things. It took a long time, and it was not something that actually transpired into something. Sangeeta said, you know what, give me a chance and we'll see what will happen. And to my, I would say, amazement in a way, things really progressed. So for now, we have about 4 different companies that are, of course, were introduced to Sangeeta. She operated her networking, brought them several opportunities, okay, here. And I think after that came through, we both thought it could be very interesting to start an accelerator. Now, accelerator is a word that many use. Some of them use incubator, accelerator. The idea is to accelerate technology. Startups that we deal with are technology ones, A. B, they would need 2 major things. So the acceleration, which is about 5 months, generally all over the world, is a program that gives the entrepreneur, the founder, or the founders, practical tools to manage, to accelerate, to build the company from an idea, but not an idea as a PowerPoint presentation, but what we call an MVP, a minimal viable product, a prototype. From that stage onwards. Now you should know that a startup usually is very poor on money, okay? It doesn't have a dime to his name. but he has a lot of motivation. This is what he eats day and night, motivation, that's it. Okay, what he pays are hugs and kisses. This is all he has, maybe some pizza and beers. This is why when he's dealing with a country that takes long time on decision, he does not have the stamina to stay alive for this. He needs someone pushy, fast, quick, someone that can tell to his face, listen, this is not the right time. Don't waste your time here. It will not happen. Or check on his behalf things, because he cannot even afford a taxi to the airport, let alone fly all over, okay? Sangeeta can do that. The Accelerator will do that. So I partner up really to, first of all, open this to the rest of the world, A. B, deal flow of startups from all over the world into India, knowing that on the other side stands a person or a company that knows how to deal with a startup, knows the difficulties, the issues, the importance, okay? The urgency to move fast, to give direct answers, to be blunt, to say yes, it's yes, no, it's no, and stand behind it. Okay, we start with a team. Okay, we got this covered. We need a team. Team needs to be two. So investors do not invest in one person, as brilliant as he might be, just for the simple reason that if something happens to him, they're left with nothing. So at least you have to have two. If you have two, one needs to be very good in managing and marketing and everything, although he will not manage the other or market the other or anything, but his main job is to bring money, period. CEO brings money, CTO makes technology, that's the partnership, period on that. Needs to be best of the best. A. B, mentorship. You need to find the right mentor, hook up with the right mentor, know it's for a period of time. A mentor will not mentor you for life. You don't need him for life. Do not put advisory boards for life. Put an advisory board for a year, and that's it. Decide if you want new ones, which is always important. Do not turn to investors before you have an MVP. Do not, it's a waste of time. Okay, they will not look at you. They will throw you out the window. Show them you have technology, A. B, you have technology, do not go to investor before you have a first customer. It doesn't have to be a paying customer. It needs to be a customer. The investor needs to be confident. He's not the only crazy guy in the room giving you money. He needs to hear there's a customer not willing to invest, but willing to take your technology onwards.